Hey everyone, and welcome to Activate Kids Online. My name is Pastor Jeff, and today we are talking about some storms and where we can find safety. I'm really excited for today. I hope you are too. I can tell by, looking right through the screen and I can see what you're doing. That's right, I see you picking your nose. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, thank you. Anyway, we are gonna go ahead and get started, and let's start out by, checking out this video. Check it out.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Josh, and you are watching I'm in Trouble. And I'm not alone. Say hi, fellas. Hi, fellas. Just a second, I'm busy. What?
Greetings, Earthlings. Fellow humans.
In this series, we're going to be your guides through the Bible, specifically people in the Bible that were in serious trouble. And we're going to find out just what God did to get them out of trouble. Now, today's lesson is pretty cool. No one says cool anymore. They say swag. No, I'm not saying that.
You could say it was neato.
Or it's the bee's knees. What does that even mean?
You can say it's finer than a frog hair split 3 ways.
What? How about we just stick with cool? Whatever, Grandpa.
I'm a grandpa.
Anyway, today's lesson is very cool because we're talking about storms. Storms come in a lot of shapes and sizes. Have you ever seen a storm like this? Or like this one? What about this?
Or what about this one?
Hermes, I don't think it rains waffles.
Well, no, not yet it doesn't.
What does that mean?
Nothing, moving on.
I wish it would rain waffles. I bet you it does in heaven.
Anyway, today's lesson is about the biggest storm in world history. You may have heard about it before. It involves a guy named Noah. Don't tell me no. I was saying Noah. No what? This isn't fair. Gordy, I'm not telling you no. You just said it again. I know that I just said no. You said it twice.
I counted twice, 2 times.
I'm not saying the word no as in N-O. I'm saying Noah. N-O-A-H. Noah.
Sammy Sosa?
Guys, we're getting way off track. You've heard the story of Noah before.
Oh yeah, is that the guy that had the big old boat full of animals?
That's right. Noah and his family had to survive a storm that covered the entire planet. There was no escape.
Noah needed a hidey hole.
A hidey hole what?
You know a hidey hole? It's this hole you dig in the ground, you jump into when there's a tornado. Noah needed a foxhole. What if there's a fox in his foxhole? It's a hole that a soldier hides in to keep him safe. I dug plenty of those back in the war.
Yeah, which war was that again?
You know which war?
Well, as great as all of that sounds, Noah didn't have any of that stuff. So what's Noah going to do? God tells Noah that this huge storm is coming and it's gonna cover the entire earth with no survivors. So what's gonna happen next? Is God just gonna leave Noah and his family out in the storm to fend for themselves? Will he find a place to hide? Do we have a place to hide during the storms of life? I'm not talking about it raining waffles. But when life gets really hard and scary, where can we go that's safe? You're gonna find out in today's lesson. Yo, Jimmy Don, does your hidey hole have Wi-Fi?
I don't know if we got Wi-Fi. I'll have to check the fridge.
Okay.
Don't go looking around that freezer. It's where I keep my waffles.
Not anymore, you don't.
Seriously?
It's so beautiful.
You guys smell breakfast? You guys enjoy the lesson.
I got syrup in my eye.
So today we're going to talk about how God can be our shelter from the storm. I mean, have you ever been stuck out in a storm before? It can be pretty nasty. I'm from a little farther south, and we have this thing called monsoon season, and sometimes when it storms there, man, it comes down like crazy. I'm talking almost literal cats and dogs. Well, like not an actual cat or dog, but like, the raindrops were the size of a small cat and a large dog, or a large dog. No, small dog and a large cat. That's what I meant to say. Not like a tiger, but whatever, you get it. Anyway, we're gonna check out this video now called What You Gotta Know. So I guess enjoy, and I'm gonna think about cats and dogs falling from the sky.
What you gotta know? What you gotta know? What you gotta know? and gals, my name is Wiggy Pop, and I'm here to have a rockin' time teaching you what you gotta know. Today, we are talking about how God can protect us even through life's very bad storms. So every time today you hear somebody ask you what you gotta know, you tell them this: God will protect me in the middle of the storm. Oh no, I think a storm is coming. Ah, the rain's gonna mess up my mullet. I can't believe it's storming right now. Hold up, that little storm's not what I'm talking about. You know, sometimes life can feel like a storm. There's so much trouble all around us. But our God can shelter us even through life's worst storms. So every time today you hear somebody ask you what you gotta know, you tell them this: God will protect me in the middle of the storm. That right there is what you gotta know. My name is Wiggy Pop, and I'll see you next time. Rock on!
Oh, what's going on, everyone? It is time for me, Ronnie Wave, to tell you a Bible story. Are you all ready? It's gonna be awesome. So here's the deal. We got this guy. His name is Noah. And Noah here, he loves the waves. Well, not yet, but you know, he's gonna love the waves because there's some coming his way. Anyway, Noah here, he's listening to God, and God's like, yo, Noah. Noah's like, yo, God, what's up? And God's like, what's up? And Noah's like, what's up? And he's like, yo, Noah, I need you to build a boat. Noah's like, cool, God, but what's a boat, man? Because, you know, Noah had never seen a boat. He'd never dealt with rain. Those aren't things that Noah really had to deal with. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, like, this guy, he didn't have to deal with none of those shenanigans. He didn't have to worry about rain coming down and messing up some sick waves. But, oh no, he didn't have to deal with waves. Man, he didn't have anything. If you don't have waves, what you got, man? No surfing on the wave? We gotta move on, but man, that sent me for like blah, real loop there. Well, here's the deal. He had to build a boat, right? Because people were being bad and stuff. God's like, yo, here's what I need you to do. I need you to get animals on the boat. Get you on the boat. And then rain started to come down, right? And then he's like, oh no, shut the door of the boat, man. We gotta not get all wet. And so they closed the door of the boat. And then on the boat, they were on the waves. It's like, I'm talking like real titles, man. They were huge. And I'm surprised like he didn't like take a plank or something, just like, surf's up, bro. But no, he stayed on the boat, he stayed safe. Finally, the boat, like the water went away. Noah looks around, he's like, yo, I'm the only bro here anymore. Got me and my fam, and I got like my kids and stuff, and there's like even some animals, and it's like, whoa, check it out, we're the only ones left. And so he's like, yo, wouldn't it be sick if this happened again, God? And God's like, nah, man, it'd be opposite of sick. In fact, check it out. Right over here, we got like this, it's a rainbow. It's got colors, I'm talking like blue and green and yellow and purple and maybe even indigo, which is a color I learned in elementary school, but I don't really know what it even looks like anymore because like I just see everything, all the stuff. But yeah, that's the end of our Bible story. Like, God was like, no, it's not going to storm like that again, but hey, that's what's up. Noah's like, oh, cool, God. Well, you know, thanks for the boat. Really appreciate it, man. So, you know, God can keep us safe from storms and stuff. Anyway, my name's Ronnie Wave, and I got to go catch some sick titles. Anyway, I'll see you on the flip side. Keep it righteous.
Thank you. Oh, please have a seat. Wonderful. Hold your applause. Oh, welcome back. I am the actor, and today I am going to teach you a wonderful power verse. If you want to be a great method actor like me, all you need to do is listen closely and learn the power verse. Today's power verse says, God is our refuge refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. Psalm 46:1. What a wonderful, fantastic power verse. Now, if there's one thing I've learned as the greatest method actor of all times, it's that the best way to memorize your lines, or the power verse in this instance, is to do it in character. So let's find out what today's character shall be. Let's see. Ah, yes, today's character is just an apple is all it says. This is my lunch menu. Acting, thank you. It's just a blank card. No, today's character is an old person. I love old people. Hello, Gran. Okay, everyone get your grandmother's voice. Everyone, you just get a little feeble sounding like you've been living a long, wise life, and you say the power verse on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. God is a refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. Psalm 46:1. Acting, thank you. That was fantastic. Good job, boys and girls. But I must be going. I think my grandmother is making meatloaf tonight. And exit. Stage left, but I always forget where that is. My left is this way, so I'm going to go with this. Goodbye.
So in our Bible story today, we talked about the story of Noah. And Noah went through some crazy stuff. This is a guy who had never seen rain before in his entire life. And all of a sudden, God's telling him, not only is it going to rain, but the entire earth is going to be covered with water. And he had to build a boat to save all of humanity, which was, in this case, just him and his family, right? Because everybody else, they didn't, make it. But there are some things that we can learn from this. And the first thing I want you to remember is, when I obey God, I find safety. Now, when we listen to God and we do what he asks us, we can find safety. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that everything's going to go perfectly, but I can almost guarantee you that more things will go right. Because let's be honest, sometimes bad things happen because we did something wrong. I've been there, you've been there. Tanner, who's holding the camera, he's been there. That's right, it's not just floating there. Someone's holding it. A little behind the scenes action there. Yep, there it go. Exactly. Anyway, the point is that when we obey and listen to God, then things can just go better for us. We can find safety. We see examples all the time in the Bible where somebody made the choice to listen to God, and God protected them, and he got them through their problem. And the truth is that the worst thing that could ever happen is that we get to spend eternity with Jesus. And in the end, I guess that's not so bad, is it? So the second thing I want you to remember is, when I obey God, I experience miracles. Now, I know that this kind of thing has happened to me before, but sometimes the unexpected can happen. Sometimes things that should have never happened can happen. Whether it's, your family chose to listen and they paid their tithe and they obeyed God, and then out of nowhere they managed to get, just things covered. Financially, that would be crazy, right? I mean, we can look at the Bible as well and see the little boy giving his food to Jesus and Jesus feeding 5,000 people. That's a miracle, just because somebody stepped out and obeyed God. I mean, it's all over the place. But the truth is that the first step is that we have to obey God, right? Because if we don't obey God and we don't listen to what he says, then we don't experience the miracle. Can you think of how short the Bible would be? Is if at the very beginning, they just said, and God told them to build a boat, and they didn't. The end. That's a bummer. Well, thankfully, that's not what happened, and they made the decision to listen to God. So with that in mind, the third thing I want you to remember is, God is my refuge and shelter from the storm. Now, we will experience storms. Bad things are going to happen. We've been talking about that all the time. It's impossible to always avoid trouble. But the truth is that we can turn to Jesus, and he can be our shelter from the storm. We can ask for his protection and for his help, and he wants to help us. Now, that doesn't mean, like we said, storms will never happen, But what it does mean is that we have somebody there with us through it. And that's important. We want to have somebody to walk with us and go through these hard times. So with that in mind, I want to take a second and I want to pray for you. God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this chance to be here and to spend time with you. I pray that as we get ready to wrap up here, that we will remember that you are our shelter from the storm, and we can turn to you for safety because you love us and you care about us and you want what's best for us. Thank you again for this awesome day. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, now that we've done that, it is time for a rewind. Check out this video.
Rewind!
guys so much for joining us today on Activate Kids Online. I hope you're going to have an awesome day. And remember, God can be your shelter. Kind of like a house, but a little different. Anyway, see you later. Bye.